everybody, welcome back. In this video I'm going to do a little bit of pottery painting and show you some of the things that I've been working on recently. We're also going to go up to Toolangi to see Perrin's mum because she's the one who's firing all the pots, and we're also doing winter wonderlights at Southern Hill. So you can see a little bit of the festivities that go on in the school holidays. It's a bit of a winter festival out here because it does get so cold and it's a real effort to do anything. But yeah, hope you enjoy watching this video. So here I'm just finishing up the first layer of yellow. I figured it was kind of a bit light and a bit harder to see, so I cut out a little bit of it because I'll go over everything with black glaze anyway, which is a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. But yeah, like I was saying, it's kind of a few layers of underglaze, like the color. So in this case, it's the yellow, and then I go over it again with the black underglaze, and then I scratch my designs into it. I've really been enjoying the sgraffito work, I guess because it's kind of similar to etching and like lino in a way, and it's just very satisfying to my brain. So yeah, I've been quite enjoying the process because it's a bit of a mix between watercoloring and also etching, which has been really nice, and kind of what I've been interested in. I realized that I keep telling you that I'm a watercolor artist and I haven't done any watercolor work in these first five videos, 6 videos, whatever we're up to. But trust me, I do use watercolors. I like watercoloring. It almost feels like a bit of a sham at this point, but I'll definitely have to do some watercolor painting in the future. There's always a spot in my heart for watercolors. But yeah, this is kind of the process that I go through for all of the plates, and then depending on whatever I'm painting, it's just really the color selection that's different, but it's really the same process. I'm trying to find different tools to make different kind of marks, which has also been pretty fun. But so far I've got a bit of a couple different needle point tools and like a little, I don't even know what it's called, a little metal blade that has a few different points, so I can make like little parallel lines. Another good one I've seen people use is like a flea comb kind of thing, and then you just kind of break off a little bit of it and it gives you some interesting marks. So I might have to invest in that. I'm only saying that because I'm looking at one of the cat brushes that I own, and I'm like, oh yeah, that could be a good tool to use. But that brush was expensive, so I'm not breaking that up. But yeah, I thought I'd throw in some real-time footage because I know it can be a little bit jarring to watch people do these kind of processes and it's all sped up and it's, it really does take a long time, and I feel like I'm quite mindful of where I make my marks, even though I can redo them. Like you can just repaint over that section if you make a mistake, or you'll see in a little bit the yellow cheek. I kind of started, or I went too far with the black, just in that bottom kind of corner So I can, like, I just scrape it back. So it's pretty forgiving as a medium. But it's also that thing where it's like I would rather just do it the way that I want it the first time, kind of thing. So it's pretty deliberate, like I said, the mark making. Um, but if I had this whole video real time, it would go for probably like 3 hours, or at least 2 hours, because that's how long these are taking me. Um, but like I said, I've been really enjoying the process. It's nice because I've been trying to use some of my own photos as reference for these plates. Um, because obviously, as all naturalists become, nature photographers, or at least attempt to, because it's really hard. And birds, especially, because they always know when you have a camera and they always run away or fly away. Or if you're like me and you're obsessed with little tiny birds, you just can't even see them. They're just so quick and just hopping around doing their thing. And yeah, they're just impossible to capture. But we still try. We still enjoy the process. um, but yes, I guess I'll let you keep watching. Might come back and chat at the end of it. Might not. Can't remember if there's anything really different to chat about. But we'll see. But yes, enjoy the process. I'm starting on the feathers. I just thought I'd pop in because I start using a palette knife to do the scraping, which I really enjoy the texture that the palette knife gave me. I was very precise on this first one on where the yellow was going to be, but the other ones I just kind of go for it. I don't really map it out that much. But yeah, in the close-ups of the finished plates, you'll be able to see the texture a little bit better because it kind of, I don't know, it almost like chips away in an interesting way. So you get kind of these little black lines still in the yellow, which is, in my opinion, very nice. I really like it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I lied. That's not all I wanted to say. I wanted to tell you a little bit about yellow-tailed black cockatoos because they're such beautiful birds and they're so much nicer than their sulfur-crested cousins. They don't scream nearly in the same way that they do. They always sound like little creaky doors, in my opinion, and they're quite a important bird in like indigenous tales and history, I suppose. So they're said to be like rain indicators. So if you see yellow-tailed black cockatoos flying by, generally it will start raining, and it's pretty accurate in my experience, which is a really cute fun fact, and I hope you enjoyed that. It's definitely a layering process, and each kind of big plate is taking me about 2 hours to do. So it's a bit of work going in behind the scenes, but I'm hoping to do a bit of a market stand, hopefully, if these people will ever get back to me. But yeah, hoping to be selling them at some local markets. Hopefully in spring when the weather's a bit nicer and people tend to go to markets more readily. But we'll see how it goes. It really depends on how many things I can paint in that time. But I've already got a few of them in a gallery shop out near Hillsville. So that's kind of exciting. So we'll see how they go and yeah, see if I can get into a little bit more of a local shop. Maybe we'll see. At least things are happening with this art career of mine. But yeah, definitely have had a lot of help along the way. But yeah, I guess I'll show you some of the finished products now. So this, the glare is going to be a bit annoying, but this is one of the first, well, this is the first one that I painted. I guess I'll come a little bit closer. I'll try and do some close-ups as well so that you can see it a bit better. But that's kind of the gist of them, really. I'll show a couple other ones that I have on hand. Oh, I guess I'll show you the back. They're just colourful green back, really. Green and yellow. So that's that one. I've done a red-tailed black cockatoo as well. The other one was a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. the one that I'm painting in the video actually has already been sold, so I don't have that one to show you, but this is pretty similar with the feathers that I did around the edge on that one. And then yeah, again, it's just kind of like that on the back, just a bit of a gradient. I do like the way this one came out. Is this little guy. So this one is a 20 frog mouth. I love these birds. They're so silly. And they just kind of pretend that they're branches. They're great. But yeah, those are 3 of the finished plates that I have. I've also been doing smaller plates, and this one is just green on the back. I've also been doing smaller plates. But yeah, those are a few of the things that I've been doing recently. They've been taking up a lot of my time, which has been nice. It's a good little project. And yeah, I've already sold a few pieces. A few of them got sold at a seconds market because they weren't, well, they had like little imperfections, I suppose. So they were for a little bit of a reduced price. But yeah, it's going well. I've been enjoying doing the underglaze painting and seeing them once they're fired. They look so different as well, so much more vibrant, which is great. But yeah, I'll try to take some close-ups and show you properly without too much glare, but they are very shiny. So. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the painting process, and now we're off to Toolangi and the Winter Wonderlights. So hope you enjoy the rest of the vlog.